you see up on the screen. It's a little bit fuzzy, so if you can't see that one, I placed a couple around the room. Then you're going to enter in tonight's game code of 367287. Once again, that is 367287. Once your captain is joined, they can share that QR code from their phone and add other players to the team. Just like the television show, we're going to play 61 clues around 3 rounds of Jeopardy. We've got our Jeopardy round, we've got our double Jeopardy round, and we've got Final Jeopardy. I'll read each clue and you'll type your response. There is no need to worry about phrasing such as who is, what is, or where is.
People who parking next door, it's not our parking lot. They gotta lock it. So can you ask the people who parking next door if they move the car behind the building?
You got it. Just a quick note from the establishment. If you have parked in the parking lot that is directly to the side of this restaurant, unfortunately that is not our parking lot and they will tow. So if you'd like to move your vehicle to the parking lot behind us, that's going to be a safer place. So once again, if you park to the side of the restaurant, that is not our parking lot. Please move your vehicle to the back. Now that we took care of that business, let's get back to here. All right, like I said, you don't have to say what is, where is, or any of that because the game is going to do it for you. You're going to have 35 seconds to confer with your teammates in between each clue. We don't have questions, we have clues, and you're not giving me answers, you're giving responses because this is Jeopardy! And like I said, you're going to have 35 seconds in between each question. And I don't penalize for incorrect spelling as long as you don't penalize me for incorrect pronunciations, all right? I forgive you, you forgive me, and everybody happy. As long as your response is correct, you get some points. And correct responses earn points, while incorrect responses remove points. So please be mindful. And remember, if you don't type a response, you don't lose any points. We will have 3 daily doubles in this game, 1 during the Jeopardy round, 1 during the double Jeopardy round, and everyone's got a chance to wager on those. We are going to be putting out prizes every time we hit a double Jeopardy and a daily double, so you guys keep an eye out for those. Also, a few other notes. No shouting out your responses. Yes, we've got rules. If you shout it out, it's automatically wrong. I don't care how right you are, it's wrong if I hear it. Rule number 2, please do not look up your answers because cheaters never prosper. So let's keep it by the book. Plus, you're sitting in a chicken place for 2 hours on Google, so who's having the more fun? And rule number 3, as a reminder, you can only have 6 adults per team. And if you do find yourself with more than 6 people playing on a team, you are disqualified from winning any prizes. So divide and conquer. 4th rule of the evening. This is an unspoken rule, but the most important. Please take care of the staff. They're working hard, so you've got the brain power to get some right questions. And rumor has it, it's one of their birthdays tonight. I don't know whose. So tip them all like they're celebrating. All right, now, like I said, we do have prizes to give away tonight, 1st and 2nd. We're also doing them for daily doubles. And let's test out our buzzers. You guys, everyone give a quick buzz in. Do you have a buzzer? No buzzer on your screen? What? Okay, well. Why no? That's okay with me as long as we got the welcome screen up. I have, wait a minute. It may have already had you in there. Let's see what happens when I hit this. It went to that. Yep. And if you look up at the TV, we've got our response and all our fun stuff going on. buzzer. All right, you guys might have a buzzer that just popped up on your phones. Go ahead and give that a quick click. You're going to see your team name popping up on the dark half of the screen, but once we get that going, we're going to have more fun with it. All right, if there are no questions or anything else holding us up, what do you guys say we get into some categories? Yeah, I thought so too. I'm going to take your silence as a yes. Let's get into it. Is there any way I can get the TV on full screen? We're going to get that fixed. Till then, just listen to me. All right, our first category for the night is I wrote it. Not as in I, someone else much smarter than me did. Next up is B in medicine, meaning that all of your clues are going to have the letter B in them and likely be medicine related. Category number 3 is songs from commercials. So dig back into your way, way back machine for that one. Next up is Rhodes Scholar, followed by foreign-born Oscar winners and homophone calls, or homophone calls, however you'd like to pronounce that. And now that we've got our categories, let's take a peek at our board. You guys are also going to have a board show up on your phone. And since I don't have anyone that's gotten a most recent correct answer, I will be starting us off with I wrote it for 200. Here's your clue. I wrote it for 200 comes as the 1513 political treatise, The Prince. Your timer has already started, and it's at 35 seconds. I'm going to repeat this for the players. The 1513 political treatise, The Prince. Five seconds remaining. And if you said Niccolo Machiavelli, you got that correct. And I do have some correct guesses. Let's see who got it the fastest. Where's Team NCNA? Over there in the corner. You guys give it up for Team NCNA with our first correct clue of the evening. Team NCNA, you guys should have a board visible on your screen. Please pick your next clue. They're choosing I wrote it for 400. Let's see what that clue is. Invisible Man, a classic of African American lit. As a reminder, your clock starts when I begin reading the question at 35 seconds. Here's a repeat. Invisible Man, a classic of African American lit. If you said Ralph Ellison, you can count yourself correct, my friend, and we've got points. Let's see who got that one the fastest. Team Super, where is Team Super? Over there at the center table, and they're so excited to be here. Did you hear that woo? I love it. All right, good job, Team Super. Please choose our next clue. Three, two, one, or I pick it for you. Oh, you did? Well, then let's go. B in medicine for 200. This type of delivery means that the baby is born feet or tushy first instead of head first. Let's repeat this for the players. This type of delivery means that the baby is born feet or tushy first instead of head first. And that is points if it's correct. I'm going to repeat it for the players. This eating disorder is characterized by recurrent episodes of binge eating followed by purging. And if you said bulimia, you got some points. Now let's see who got that one the fastest. Where's the loon squad? Right over there. Give it up for those loons. Now choose our next clue, would you please? Keeping it in the medical with B for medicine for 600. Let's check out our clue. It's a painful bony protrusion at the base of the big toe. Let's repeat this one for the players. It's a painful bony protrusion at the base of the big toe. You'd think, but not. Location. And if you said bunion, however you wanted to spell it, I took it. Bunion got you points. Let's see who got them the fastest. Loon Squad once again. Someone in there's a speed texter, I can tell. All right, and they have chosen B in medicine for 800. And your clue is COPD is often a combination of emphysema and this chronic inflammation of the lungs. Players, COPD is often a combination of emphysema and chronic inflammation in the lungs. I feel like it was just meant to happen that way tonight. And if you said bronchitis, that was worth some points. Now let's see who got those points the fastest, and that would be the Damp Lesbians. Damp Lesbians are going all in, finishing out the round. B in medicine for 1,000. Let's see what we got here. Wound infection and improperly canned food are common causes of this poisoning by a toxin. Repeating for our players, wound infection and improperly canned food are common causes of this poisoning by a toxin. And if you said botulism, you got that for a whole 1,000 points. Now let's see who got those points the fastest. Where is Team Chicken? Right over there. Give it up for Team Chicken. It's like they belong here at Sodam Chicken. All right, Team Chicken, please choose our next clue. We've got songs from commercials for 200. A solid choice. This Bob Seger song was the soundtrack for 90s Chevy truck commercials. Let's repeat it for the players. It's a solid choice. This Bob Seger song was the soundtrack for 90s Chevy's truck commercials. I do like this format. I like this format. If you said like a rock, well, guess what? You were rock solid on that one. Now let's see who our fastest player was. Damp Lesbians again. Let's see what we got coming up. Songs from commercials for 400. Sarah McLachlan once sent a cease and desist letter to the ASPCA asking them to stop playing this song in their PSAs. And now I'm earwormed by reading it. Let's repeat it for the players. Sarah McLaughlin once sent a cease and desist letter to the ASPCA asking them to stop playing this song in their PSAs. If you said angel or arms of the angel, you are correct. I'm going ahead and awarding those points. And our fastest player is, would you guys knock it off? It's the Damp Lesbians once again. Now let's check out songs from commercials for 600. The ubiquitous jingle, "Oh, oh, oh, Ozempic," is taken from a 1974 song whose actual chorus is, "Oh, oh, oh, it's O'Reilly Auto Parts." Okay. I'm going to repeat this for the players. We got 13 seconds left. The ubiquitous jingle, "Oh, oh, oh, Ozempic," is taken from a 1974 song whose actual chorus is, "Oh, oh, oh, it's..." And if you said magic, you got it correct. I am cracking up that you guys actually said O'Reilly's. Multiple tables said O'Reilly's. I would not have sung that if it was the answer. I'm not into cheating, y'all. Now let's see who got that the fastest. Damp Lesbians once again. They're cheating. They brought a laptop. They have like an actual keyboard. I'm just kidding. That's not cheating at all. That is smart. Let's check out homophone calls for 200. Remember, A for the city that is the official seat of government in the state of O for a state legislature building. Let's repeat this for the players. Remember, A for the city that is the official seat of the government in the state. O for the state legislature building. What word are we talking about? You're correct. Took me a second too, and I have the answer in front of me. If you said capital or capital. I fixed it. Calm down. All right, we got capital and capital. Remember, CAPITAL and CAPITOL. PEPTOBISMOL or something. I don't know. That felt like it fit. Now, the fastest one to get it, once again, Damp Lesbians, but they were also the only ones to put in an answer. So let's head back to the board. Y'all pick your next clue. Checking out homophone calls for 400. A small piece of land in the sea or a theater walkway. Let's repeat it for the players. We've got a small piece of land in the sea or a theater walkway. I appreciate that. And I'd be unemployed. If you said aisle or aisle, ISLE and AISLE, then you are correct. Now, who got that one the fastest? Anyone want to guess? Damp Lesbians. We're going to check out homophone calls for 600. Breezy or a hawk's nest. What is the homophone here? We've got breezy or a hawk's nest. If you said airy and airy, you are correct. I got A-I-R-Y and A-E-R-I-E. And even if you spelled it wrong and I knew what you meant, you got some points. So let's see who got those the fastest. Team NCNA. Woo! Choose our next clue, please. All right, they've chosen I Wrote It for 600. The silver chair in which King Caspian is an old man. Let's repeat it for the players. We're looking for the silver chair in which King Caspian is an old man. And if you said C.S. Lewis, you are correct. And the team that got that one the fastest is once again the Damp Lesbians. Quit sweeping the board. But still, good job. Good job. You're killing it. Hi. Absolutely. So there's a QR code that's up on the table, or up on the table, on the TV. And I also placed two around the room. There's one up on the shelf that's like by the fireplace. Scan that, enter in the code that's written, and then join on in. You're welcome. All right. Let's check out Rhodes Scholar for 200. Home to the New York Stock Exchange in the 1650s, this road marked a defensive boundary of the city then known as New Amsterdam. Repeating this for the players. Home to the New York Stock Exchange in the 1650s, this road marked a defensive boundary of the city then known as New Amsterdam. And if you said Wall Street, you are correct. And Team NCNA got that one the fastest. We are going to take a short break real quick, so if you need to grab another drink, grab some more food, use the restroom, or head outside for a moment, you got about 10 minutes to do so. We will be right back to our game in 10 minutes. I'll see you soon.
I've got a history. I'm not worried about that.
See my newest trivia? I have that same monitor I'm on. You do? Yeah. Black Friday special? Yep. It is really good. Yeah. What's that?
Amazon's our friend.
Oh, heck yeah, it is. I love getting presents from Jeff.
Oh, yeah.
It's the best.
They must be hooking it up.
Okay. I'm going to talk to them and see if I get this on the full thing. Yeah, it also still says what is angel. It's not showing us the... Do you want me to scoot further into the table?
No.
Okay. Excellent. I'm happy you're happy.
it thinks this is two screens.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna leave a no. Thank you. All right. Let's get back to this. Now this one's turning off. What in the hell? I kind of feel like that's what I need to do. Like I need to restart. I don't know if I'll be able to get this game back if I restart though. That's the thing. I don't need it, but I mean it's convenient. I can't run this game in a single window. I have to run two different windows, so I need two different. What's up?
Come over, I feel like chewing a taffy over ball. Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. What's going on?
I was going to ask, just for clarification, the question that was the COPD,
Uh-huh.
was that for sure bronchitis? Because I was like, my mom has COPD.
Yes.
And she also has bronchitis. But they've always told her it's pulmonary disease. But they're often not.
It's what?
Pulmonary disease, she told me.
Well, bronchitis is a pulmonary disease.
Oh, so pulmonary disease didn't count.
No, that's a broad spectrum.
Oh, pulmonary disease is like an umbrella. Bronchitis is underneath.
Because the topic itself is B in medicine, the answer had to start with a B. So by just saying pulmonary disease, it was throwing a wide net.
I see.
But it wasn't giving
Because I
an
was
answer.
like, how is it wrong? I was like, she says she has it. But now I see. It's just, it's not as direct.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Good call, though. All right, let's get back to this game. When we left our friends at Jeopardy Bar League Island, we had Team NCNA was our fastest answer. Team NCNA, please choose our next clue. I have taken the game off of the big TV until I can get it fixed. It was driving me nuts that we couldn't see it. But what we got here is I wrote it for 800. So let's go with I wrote it for 800, The Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck. And they did the illustrations too. Not only wrote it, but illustrated. The Tale of Jemima Puddle Duck. Get those answers in. This one is worth 800 points. And if you said Beatrix Potter, that was the correct answer. And the team that gave that one to me the fastest is Team Chicken. Give it up for Team Chicken. And please choose your next clue, Team Chicken. Team Chicken is choosing I wrote it for 1,000. And we are coming in with The Social Contract. 1762, advice on how to recover liberty. Let's repeat that for the players. The Social Contract, who wrote it? 1762, advice on how to recover liberty. And if you said Jean-Jacques Rousseau, you got some points. I do have someone that got it. Let's see who our fastest answer was. Team NCNA, choose our next clue. All right, they're going with Rhodes Scholar for 400. 9,000-mile highway, one completely circles this country, linking cities like Darwin and Adelaide. Let's repeat this for the players. 9,000-mile highway, one completely circles this country, linking cities like Darwin and Adelaide. And if you said Australia, well, then you got some points, mate. Now let's see our fastest player, and that is Team Super. Woo-woo! Team Super, please choose, and they've already gone with Songs from Commercials for 800. Feist's 1, 2, 3, 4 soared in popularity after being featured in a 2007 TV ad for this device. Let's repeat this for the players. Feist's 1, 2, 3, 4 soared in popularity after being featured in a 2007 TV ad for this device. Looking for the name of the device, not the company that created it. And if you said the iPod, then you are correct. And from that, we've got the Loon Squad coming in the fastest. Loon Squad, please choose our next clue. All right, we're going with Rhodes Scholar for 600. At the end of Grafton Street in this European capital city is St. Stephen's Green. At the other, you'll find Trinity College. Let's repeat for the players. At one end of Grafton Street in this European capital city is St. Stephen's Green. At the other, you'll find Trinity College. And if you said Dublin, then you are getting some points. And our fastest player on that one was Team Super. Team Super, please choose our next clue. We're going with foreign-born Oscar winners for 1,000. Jean Dujardin didn't have much to say in becoming the first Frenchman to win Best Actor for this 2011 film. Let's repeat this for the players. Jean Dujardin didn't have much to say in becoming the first Frenchman to win Best Actor for this 2011 film. And if you said The Artist, you are correct. And our team that got that one the fastest is... And if you said Alicia Vikander, then you are correct. And let's see if we've got any correct fastest answers. I got Team Super. Team Super, pick our next clue, please. Foreign-born Oscar winners for 600. Born in Vienna, he won a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for his role as Colonel Hans Landa in *Inglourious Bastards*. Repeating for the players, born in Vienna, he born man won a Supporting Acting Oscar for *The Fighter*. Let's repeat this for the players. This Welsh-born man won a supporting actor Oscar for The Fighter. All right, and if you said Christian Bale, you've got some points coming to you, and Team Super got that one the fastest. Team Super, please choose our next clue. And we've got foreign-born Oscar winners for 200 coming up. New Zealand-born Russell Crowe received 3 straight Best Actor nominations, winning in 2001 for this film. Repeating for our players, New Zealand-born Russell Crowe received 3 straight Best Actor nominations, winning in 2001 for this film. And if you said Gladiator, well, that was worth some points to you. Let's see who got them the fastest, and that would be Little Lebowski King Country Achievers. Oh, King County. Wow. Little known fact, I am not an achiever. I am, in fact, dyslexic, so country it is. And they're going for songs from commercials for 1,000. I want to know where this team is, though. Where are the Little Lebowski Achievers? Over there, you guys, give it up for them by the door, and let's see what kind of clue they've chosen for us. Songs from commercials for 1,000. Ads for Six Flags infamously showed an old man furiously dancing to We Like to Party. A group from what group? Or a song from which group? There goes dyslexia again. Let's read this again for the players. Ads for Six Flags infamously showed an old man furiously dancing to We Like to Party, a song from this group.
Yeah, like every single minute. It was like 10 seconds of TV, 45 minutes.
And if you said the Venga Boys, you are correct. Now let's see who got some points. Damp Lesbians got that one the fastest, and we are going for homophone calls for 800. This one comes with a daily double. This is our first one of the evening, and now, guys, you get to see what happens with a daily double. Hey, Damp Lesbians, I got something for you. Y'all want 5 off your dinner tonight? There you go. There's $5 off, and that's all you got to do to get that prize is hit a daily double. Now, let's see what clue is behind that daily double. Please wager. So you're going to use the little slidey bar, and that's going to determine how many points you are wagering on this daily double. Just like in the TV show, you get to place a bet. If you're right, you win that many points. If you're wrong, you don't. All right.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Point of order. So if we wager and we don't answer, do we reset it off? No.
All right, clue coming at ya. Is anyone still wagering? Well, too late. Get your ducks in a row, man. The touch screen isn't touch screening. Hold on. Okay, now we're in. Now, a dull person can become exciting as a South African of Dutch extraction. Let's repeat this for the players. As a reminder, this is homophone calls. A dull person can become exciting as a South African of Dutch extraction. Which word, spelled two different ways, mean two different things but sound the same? That, my friends, is a homophone, and I didn't even give you the answer. All right, if you said bore and bore, then you are correct, and our fastest answer was Team Super.
It like took away the points before we even answered.
Because you probably didn't make it in time.
7,000.
I'll have to look. I have no control over it. I'm not pushing the buttons. All right. Team Super has chosen homophone calls for 1,000. And our clue here is a verb meaning to shrivel or an old adverb meaning where to. Let's repeat this for the players. A verb meaning to shrivel or an old adverb meaning where to. And if you said wither and wither, then you are correct. And our team with the fastest answer is, once again, Team Super, proving their name to be correct. Now, Team Super, give me another clue. All right, we're going Rhodes Scholar for 800. And this one brings us, this road network of more than 7,000 miles in Germany is famous for its lack of speed limits in many areas. Now let's repeat this for the players. This road network of more than 7,000 miles in Germany is famous for its lack of speed limits in many areas. And if you said the Autobahn, you're correct. Let me correct a couple of these because, hey, I know what you meant with that spelling. And our fastest player is Team Chicken. Team Chicken, please choose. Well, I mean, I would say choose our next clue, but you got slim pickings. So let's go for Road Scholars for 1,000. And your clue is practice your Catalan ambling along La Rambla, a tree-lined promenade in this Mediterranean Spanish port city. Let's repeat this for the players. Practice your Catalan ambling along La Rambla, a tree-lined promenade in this Mediterranean Spanish port city. I totally know this one. And if you told me Barcelona, then I'm going to tell you that that's worth 1,000 points. Now let's see who got it the fastest. Team NCNA with the fastest for our last question on this board. All right, guys, this is the end of our Jeopardy round. We are going to take another small break, grab another drink, grab more food, hit up the restroom, go outside if you need a breath of fresh air. We're going to be back in 10 minutes. I'll see you guys in just a moment. While we are taking this short break, I am going to come around and take some pictures of our teams so we can get them up on the website tonight and show all of our lovely fans who was playing the game tonight. If you object to me taking a photo of you, please let me know. I will not be offended. I do not want to put anyone up there that doesn't want to be there. So just a heads up, I'm going to be snapping photos. All right, we are back, and it's time for some double Jeopardy. Let's get into our second round now. We've got some new clues, new topics, and more points to get, so let's get into it. Starting off with your first category is two first names. These are going to be people that their entire name is comprised of two first names. Next up, the most populous country, followed by band in Boston. Then we've got Saturn, just Saturn. So, I mean, we'll figure stuff out. Next up is novel vocabulary, and then followed by the U.S. Marine Corps. Now let's check out that board. All right, starting off this round, I'm going to choose our first clue, and I'm starting us off with two first names for 400. And our first clue is, after dramatic hearings and a close Senate vote in 1991, he replaced Thurgood Marshall on the Supreme Court. Let's repeat that for the players. After dramatic hearings and a close Senate vote in 1991, he replaced Thurgood Marshall on the Supreme Court. And if you told me Clarence Thomas, then you would be correct. And let's see who our fastest player was for that clue. And it is the Damp Lesbians. Damp Lesbians, please choose our next clue. Going for novel vocabulary for 400. And here we are with the narrator of My Antonia. Gets Quincy an inflammation of these in the throat. Let's repeat this for the players. The narrator of My Antonia gets Quincy, an inflammation of these in the throat. And if you said tonsils, you're getting some points. Tonsils, two things I do not have, along with patience, a brain, and lots of money. All right, and our fastest player on that one was Team Super. Team Super, please choose our next clue. I love the exuberant woo. And we're going for novel vocabulary for 800, and that clue is, in Daisy Miller, the phrase "a glass in one eye" refers to this glass or this type of eyeglass. Let's repeat this for the players. In Daisy Miller, the phrase "a glass in one eye" refers to this type of eyeglass. What's the Monopoly guy's favorite piece to wear? That is the monocle. Turns out he doesn't even wear one. We've all been lied to. But if you said monocle, then your answer is correct and worth some points. Who got it the fastest? That would be the Damp Lesbians. Damp Lesbians, please choose our next clue. We're going for two first names for 800. And this clue is, awarded a knighthood in 2010. He'll appear on the big screen as Professor Xavier for the 9th time in 2026. Let's repeat this for the players. Awarded a knighthood in 2010. He'll appear on the big screen as Professor Xavier for the 9th time in 2026. And if you said Sir Patty Stew, you are correct. Patrick Stewart was our answer, and our fastest team was the Damp Lesbians. Please choose your next. They chose it before I could even ask. All right, 2 first names for 1,200. And our clue is the contemporaries of this 19th century senator from Illinois gave him the nickname Little Giant. Repeating for the players, contemporaries of this 19th century senator from Illinois gave him the nickname Little Giant. Yes, he does. He is one of the best smelling celebrities. Comic-Con.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I did a signing.
You signed for him?
No, he signed for me. I paid like $250. Stephen Douglas is our answer. If you said Stephen Douglas, you got some points. And Team Super said it the fastest. Team Super, give me our next clue. Looking at 2 first names for 1,600. And coming up with that is a daily double. Hey, do you guys remember what happened last time? You remember? You want 5 off? Send one of your teammates up. Real quick, everyone on that team, raise your hand. You have 7? I was going to say, you guys can't win. We'll surprise another team. I'm glad you're having a good time. I'm sorry your team's too big. I'm a rule follower. It was beat into me as a child. All right, let's check out our wager screen. I want you guys to put your wager in. I'm giving you about 20 seconds to do so, and then we'll check out our clue. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, you get to bill them for an inoperative procedure. All right, get those wagers in. I'm starting the clue in 3, 2, and a 1. All right. Our clue for this daily double is born 26 years apart. These 2 heavyweights of the Protestant Reformation both fit the category. As a reminder, this category is 2 first names. Let's repeat this for the players. Born 26 years apart, these 2 heavyweights of the Protestant Reformation both fit the category. Just like in real Jeopardy. They got it wrong. All right. If you said, who are Martin Luther and John Calvin, I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure. I'm not religious, but they're the answers, and they're worth points. So if you said Martin Luther and John Calvin, you got some points, and Damp Lesbians got them the fastest. So choose our next clue, which is going to be 2 first names for 2,000. This Waverly writer was offered the poet laureateship. He declined because he could not write to order. Repeating for the players, this Waverly writer was offered the poet laureateship. He declined because he could not write to order. Looking for 2 first names. And if you said, who is Sir Walter Scott? Well, you got some points, but it also looks like nobody answered that one. So Damp Lesbians, choose another topic for us. All right, next up we got Band in Boston for 400 points. This Beantown band hit it big with Just What I Needed. Made the rounds on Boston radio. Let's repeat that for the players. I've got this Beantown band hit it big when Just What I Needed made the rounds on Boston radio. And if you said the Cars, you're getting some points. And our fastest player, Zoom Zoom, is Team Super. Team Super, choose our next clue. Sticking in Boston, looking at the bands for 800 points. Founder of the classic rock band Boston, Tom Scholz has an engineering degree from this university near Harvard. Let's repeat this for the players. Founder of the classic rock band Boston, Tom Scholz has an engineering degree from this university near Harvard. And if you said MIT, well, guess what? You get some points and an honorary degree from there because I think that is some smart stuff. And the Little Bowski King County Achievers got that one the fastest. Please choose our next clue. We're going for band in Boston for 1,200. And that's coming with another daily double. Hey, Little Lebowski Overachievers, come and snatch a prize. You're very welcome. Congratulations. All right, everybody. Daily doubles means a wager screen, and I've just posted it up, so choose your poison. How much are we putting down on this next clue? I'm going to give you guys about 10 seconds to get those wagers in. If you don't answer, you don't lose points.
It didn't take away points the second time.
Really?
Like the first time it took away the points as soon as we hit submit. No, it took away points on the first time right after you submitted.
Okay.
Before the question.
Get those wagers in. Here is your clue. The Dropkick Murphys, I'm Shipping Up to Boston, was featured in this 2006 film that won the Oscar for Best Picture. Let's repeat that for the players. The Dropkick Murphys, I'm Shipping Up to Boston, was featured in this 2006 film that won the Best Oscar for Best Picture. And if you said The Departed, that was worth some points. Yes, I do have 3 correct answers on that one, and the fastest was Team Super. Team Super, choose our next clue, which is band in Boston for 1,600. In 1994, this band opened up the Mamakin Music Hall, a venue near Fenway Park. Let's repeat for the players. In 1994, this band opened up the Mamakin Music Hall, a venue near Fenway Park. Do it. Yes. Yeah. Yep. Beautiful. If you said Aerosmith, well, walk this way. Let's see our fastest player. Team Super, please choose our next clue. Sticking with Boston, 2000. Joey Santiago chose this alternative band's name randomly from the dictionary. It's defined as mischievous little elves. Let's repeat this one for the players. Joey Santiago chose this alternative band's name randomly from the dictionary. It's defined as mischievous little elves. And if you said the Pixies, well, you know where your mind is, but I don't know where mine is. Our fastest player didn't exist because no one got it right. So Team Super, please choose another clue for us. All right, Saturn for 2000. Saturn was the Roman equivalent of this Greek father god. Repeating for our players. Saturn was the Roman equivalent of this Greek father god. I would have got this one wrong. Yes. And if you said Cronus, then you're getting that correct. Don't feel bad if you said Zeus. I would have said Zeus too. I'm hosting the game. I would have got that one wrong. But let's see who got it right the fastest. 6-7ers. Where is Team 6-7ers? Look at them over there juggling stuff in the air. All right, guys, choose our next clue. We are going for the most populous country for 2000. Bosnia and Herzegovina, Belgium, Belize. Out of these four, which is the most populous country? You've got Bosnia, Herzegovina, Belgium, and Belize. Looking for the most populous country. Did you say Belgium? If you did, waffles for your table because that one is correct. And our fastest team on that one was the 6-7ers again. Y'all juggle up my next clue. All right, we're going again for the most populous country, this time for 600 points. Looking at Austria, Australia, and Argentina. Austria, Australia, Argentina. And if you said Argentina, then congratulations to you. It was worth 1,600 points, and Team Super took that one the fastest. Y'all give it up for Team Super. We are going to take our last break of the evening, 5 minutes this time. When we come back, Team Super, that board is yours. If I didn't take your picture, wave your arms furiously at me. I'll come over and catch your cheesy grins on camera. Till then, I'll see you guys in 5. All right, let's get back to it. Team Super, we last left off with you guys. Let's get back into this game. Please present us with our next clue. All right, Team Super starting us back off with the most populous country for 1200. Looking at France, Germany, and Spain. Of these three, which is the most populous between France, Germany, and Spain? I always assume someone's got questions. All right, if you said Germany, then Guten Tag and good on ya and stuff like that. Let's see who said it the fastest. Team NCNA. Haven't heard from you guys in a bit. Let's check out a next clue with you. All right, we're looking at novel vocabulary for 1200. Princess Betsy in Anna Karenina serves tea from one of these Russian-named silver urns. Let's repeat this for the players. Princess Betsy in Anna Karenina serves tea from one of these Russian-named silver urns. If you said a samovar, you are correct. We got some smart cookies in this room, but who is the fastest? Little Lebowski King County Achievers. Show us our next clue. Looking at the most populous country at 800. Iran, Israel, and Italy. Repeating for the players, looking at Iran, Israel, and Italy. Which is the most populous of those three? And if you said Iran, well then you are correct. So let's see who said it the fastest. 6-7ers, Iran so fast. They got it correct the fastest. See what I did there? That was so bad. Don't laugh at it. All right, 6-7ers, show us our next clue. It was a flock of awful, I agree. All right, looking at the most populous country for 400. Wrapping up this category with Peru, Pakistan, and Poland. Repeating for the players, Peru, Pakistan, and Poland. Which is the most populous? And if you told me Pakistan, well, pack your bags and get ready to choose a topic. I didn't even have a joke for that one. That was bad all over again. Team Super, you guys got that one the fastest, and let's go to Saturn for 1600. Team Super said so. Saturn has more than 60 moons, including this second largest, named for Zeus's mother. Repeating for the players, Saturn has more than 60 moons, including the second largest, named for Zeus's mother. If you said Rhea, you are correct. Now, who got that one the fastest? That's Team Chicken. Team Chicken, choose our next clue. We're going for the U.S. Marine Corps for 400. In 1962, he became the first Marine to orbit the Earth. What was his name? Repeating for our players, in 1962, he became the first Marine to orbit the Earth. And if you told me John Glenn, congratulations, astronaut. Damp Lesbians got that one the fastest. Please choose the next clue. I know, yay! Damp Lesbians in space. Going for novel vocabulary for 1600. In Wuthering Heights, Harriton is linked to an unfledged dunnock. Unfledged is not covered with these. Let's repeat this for the players. In Wuthering Heights, Harriton is linked to an unfledged dunnock. Unfledged means not covered with these. If you told me feathers, well, then you are fledged incorrect answers. Damp Lesbians got that one the fastest. Choose our next clue, which is novel vocabulary for 2,000 points. Swift says Gulliver made a voyage or two into the Levant, which is on the shores of this sea. Repeating for our players, Swift says Gulliver made a voyage or two into the Levant, which is on the shores of this sea. And if you told me the Mediterranean Sea, then you got that correct. And our fastest team with the answer is Team NCNA. Please choose our next clue. All right, U.S. Marine Corps for 800 points. A photo of the flag raising on this island was used as a model for the Marine Memorial at Arlington. And repeating for the players, a photo of this flag raising on this island was used as a model for the Marine Memorial at Arlington. And if you said Iwo Jima, you are correct. Team with the fastest answer is Damp Lesbians, which means they are in control of the board. Choose our next clue, which is Saturn for 400. Made up primarily of dust and ice, these of the planet Saturn are divided into 7 groups, A through G. Repeat this for the players. Made up primarily of dust and ice, these of the planet Saturn are divided into 7 groups, A through G. The answer is the rings. Saturn wants it, likes it, sees it, buys it. There we go. And Damp Lesbians got that one. And now we're going back to Saturn for 800. And in 1610, this man was the first to observe Saturn through a telescope. Let's repeat that one for the players. In 1610, this man was the first to observe Saturn through a telescope. Did you say Galileo? Did you know he was a poor boy and nobody loved him? Someone laughed at that. Thank you. 6-7ers, y'all got that one the fastest. Let's check out our next clue. Going back to Saturn for 1200. In an epic poem by Keats, Saturn turns for help in regaining his throne to this rather hyper other titan. Repeating for our players. In an epic poem by Keats, Saturn turns for help in regaining his throne. Marine recruits receive basic training in places, Paris Island, South Carolina, or this Southern California city. Let's repeat this for the players. Marine recruits receive basic training in one of two places, Paris Island, South Carolina, or this Southern California city. And if you said San Diego, you are correct. If you told me Camp Pendleton, congratulations for knowing the name of the place. But we were looking for the name of the city. So San Diego was our answer. And Team Super got that one the fastest. So choose our next topic. I got two left on the board. U.S. Marine Corps for 2000. The Mamluk sword carried by officers dates to 1805 when the Marines rid the shores of this place of pirates. And repeating for our players, the Mamluk sword carried by officers dates to 1805 when the Marines rid the shores of this place of pirates. And the answer is Tripoli. And our team with the fastest fingers was the Little Lebowski King County Achievers. You guys have a whole lot to choose from. 1,600 points under the U.S. Marine Corps. Let's check out this final clue on the board. In the Pacific, Marine bases are located at Oahu, Hawaii, and this Japanese island in the Ryukyu. I know I butchered that. My apologies. In the Pacific, Marine bases are located at Oahu, Hawaii, and this Japanese island in the Ryukyu. And the answer is Okinawa. And our fastest player on that question, or pardon me, that clue was the Little Lebowski King County Achievers. All right, guys, that clears out the last question of the final board. Checking out our leaderboard, I do have Little Lebowski King County Achievers are holding on to 1,300 points. We got Not Time to Defy Gravity. Where's Team Not Time to Defy Gravity? Okay, bye. They flew off somewhere. I don't know. Team Chicken's holding on to 10,410 points. I got the Damp Lesbians holding on to 10,475. Team NCNA has 14,050 points. The 6-7ers have 18,875 points. The Loon Squad has 20,660 points. And Team Super is holding on to 74,320 points. Google. Sorry, did I say? I'm just messing with you. All right, well, what do you guys say we wrap this evening up in fashion and we get into our final Jeopardy? Y'all ready? Let's do a thing. Your category for Final Jeopardy is At the Movies. Now, this can be about movies, it could be about theaters, it could be about places movies have happened or the people that are in them. As long as it has to do with movies, it is fair game. Now, get those wagers in. We're going to talk about a clue in about 1 minute. I want to give you guys some time to talk this over with your team. It's a big decision. Lots of points on the line. All right, let's get this final clue in the books and wrap up this final first night of Jeopardy Bar League. Did you guys have fun playing tonight? Would you guys come back next week and play again? Oh, I like the sound of that. That is awesome. Well, before I do this final clue, I do want to thank you guys for playing with us tonight. This is our first Jeopardy Bar League here at Sodam Chicken in Shoreline, and we will be here every single Tuesday night at 7 p.m. So if you had fun tonight, join us back next week. There will be fewer technical difficulties. All right, now let's get in this final clue. Movie was filmed entirely on one block of real estate along Stuyvesant Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. Stuyvesant, there we go. Repeating for the players, this 1989 movie was filmed entirely on one block of real estate along Stuyvesant Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. You have 30 seconds to respond to this question, starting now. And if you told me Are you guys dying? Yeah. First finalist is Team Chicken. Second finalist is Damp Lesbians. Third finalist is Team Super. Team Super, as a reminder, with 7 players on your team, you are exempt from prizes. I thank you guys for playing for fun. You are awesome. But that also means that another team gets a prize. Oh, dude, it sucks to be you. Okay. Now let's see what Team Chicken put as an answer. Team Chicken says, what is do the right thing? Team Chicken wagered 10,410 points. Team Chicken's final score is 20,820 points as they got it correct. Good job. Now let's look at the Damp Lesbians. The Damp Lesbians said, what is do the right thing? Also correct, giving them, they wagered 10,475 points, giving them a final score of 20,950. Beating Team Chicken. Team Super. Team Super's response was also do the right thing. And their wager was the whole shebang, 74,320 points, giving them 148,640 points. Holy crap. Now, being that it says Team Super is the winner, we are defaulting. Damp Lesbians take home our first place. Team Chicken takes home our second. I still have a $5 coupon from our other daily double that we weren't able to give. So, let me see who our next team is. Team 6-7ers with 17,045 points. Y'all are going to take home a $5 gift card, or $5 off, pardon me, of your next purchase. All right, guys, I'm going to come around. I'm going to give out some prizes. I'm going to take some pictures of our winners. The rest of y'all, I thank you so much for playing. This has been Jeopardy Bar League at Sodam Chicken. I am your host, Tara. You can call me Quizmaster TW, and I'll see you guys next week, Tuesday night at 7. Have a fantastic evening, a safe ride home. I don't care where you go, you just can't stay here. They got to close soon. Bye, y'all.